What's up, beautiful friends? Welcome, Satnam Namaste. My name is Emelina Calder. Welcome to I Am Woke. We're gonna cover what the F Ascension symptoms are, how to deal with them, and what they even mean. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Emelina. I am a cosmic modern shaman, a psychic medium, a channel, a spiritual mentor, a high performance life and business coach, personal branding coach. On this channel, you can expect me to share my very own Ascension tips and Ascension experience with you. I share loads of personal and spiritual development videos. If that sounds like you, BB, go hit that subscribe button, tap that bell for notifications so you don't miss any awesome videos or energy updates. Also, side note, I tend to do some coaching in the comments, so be sure to go leave a comment below. Let me know if you have ever experienced Ascension symptoms and what they look like for you. Now, if you are dedicated to living an incredible, amazing life and you are doing your very own Ascension work, I really think you're gonna love my free guided shamanic meditation where I help you reinforce your own connection to your own Kundalini energy and your own creative source connection. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can go ahead and cop that meditation for free. Before we jump into the video, I'm just gonna show you a couple of towers I have holding space for me right now. I need to do a crystal video with you guys and show you I have dozens of generators like this that I channel and talk to and that hold tons of space for me. But this is an Atlantean fluorite. Let's talk about Ascension symptoms. What are Ascension symptoms? I know it's like such a funny word because you're like, what? There are symptoms to Ascension? And what even is Ascension? So let me break it down for you as simply as I possibly can, because Ascension always sounds like it's like a spiritual superiority complex, like I am ascending. Ascension just means you're expanding your consciousness more than what you've previously been before. Ascension is you growing, you becoming more aware, both physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And with that growth, with that expansion of your awareness, we can notice the difference between the expansion of who we are now becoming and expanding into the new bigger container of our understanding of who we are and our experience, and the difference of that versus who we've been and how our energy typically likes to exist or be, or how we typically like to feel in our bodies and emotionally. And then also our auric fields, right? Like the energy that surrounds our body. As that energy changes and we feel it, we feel the discrepancy between what was once familiar, which is a typical way of being, of existing in consciousness and energy, and what the new is. And we can feel that difference. In that difference can be a sickness or things that are being detoxed or released out of your entire experience. And that detox process is simply known as Ascension symptoms. That detox process can happen physically, and that can look like headaches. That can look like body aches where you feel like you've worked out really hard, but you haven't worked out. It can feel like a physical soreness, almost like how people describe having a flu. It can feel like a lot of elimination. You could be urinating a lot more. You could be pumping, you should be pumping more fluids because it can feel like a physical sickness. The detox symptoms can also come up emotionally. You can feel emotionally backed up, emotionally sluggish. You can feel like you're experiencing a lot of emotion and having a lot of emotional outbursts. And frequently when Ascension symptoms make their way through the emotional body, the subtle body, they don't come with an explanation. You'll frequently just feel like, whoa, I don't understand why I'm feeling this way. I'm just all of a sudden feeling this overwhelming emotion, and that can last for a couple of hours. And then a lot of times you can nap it off. I like to nap the emotions off that don't make any sense to me. And that's a lot of how Ascension symptoms can come up in the emotional body. body. Also be mindful of yourself because they can come out in anger. They can come out in outbursts. Emotionally, it can come out as triggers in relationships where all of a sudden you're just going off and you don't even know why and you're assuming it's the other person, but actually it's your own like detox process from your own rapid expansion. Ascension symptoms mentally can look like cloudy thoughts or almost like a brain fog. It can even come off as what like Carolyn Myss describes as like a level of spiritual madness where you're just all of a sudden very aware of the fabric of reality, like how everything is created in front of you. And all of a sudden your consciousness is processing mentally at such a speed that you can understand perhaps people's reactions in front of you, what they mean. You're reading psychically, like different body language and facial expressions and micro expressions. It can come off as hypervigilance to some level. And this is the one that really like bit me this summer. I was expanding my consciousness so rapidly and quickly that my mind was literally filtering through environments where I felt like I was high and I was on nothing. I was completely, totally sober. I was constantly seeing the fabric of reality, of the matrix, of how the simulation is built around me while I was in environments with other people. And those are ascension symptoms that make you feel a little out there. When you're experiencing ascension symptoms, it's because one of two reasons. First, you're noticing the change between the expansion and how you've been accustomed to being, acting in your level of awareness. And you're feeling the difference in that familiarity. And there's an actual detox process where anything that cannot live in the higher vibrational frequency, which is the new level of awareness, has to be let go. And in order for it to be let go, you can think of it like you have a bottle of water with sand in the bottom, and maybe you didn't notice the sand in your consciousness for a long time. And then when you go expand and you take that bottle of water and pour it into a new, bigger container, now all of a sudden there's sand all in the water in the container. And you're like, what is all of this? That is your detox process. It's everything that wasn't working before that can't come into the new container that's being shaken up, stirred up so that it can be processed through and eliminated, just like how your body would process through the food that you eat, gather the nutrients, and then take the toxic waste and eliminate it from your body. Your consciousness does the same thing, and it does so through the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the spiritual or energetic body. So it's doing it across 4 different aspects of your experience. And ascension symptoms can show up, these detox symptoms can show up in any levels of those subtle aspects of your experience. The second aspect to ascension symptoms is that you'll start to identify or have ascension symptoms or a sickness when your consciousness is expanding more rapidly than you can process. So you can think of this like we're given big upgrades, and it can be actually like a little too much for your system to handle. If these energetic downloads, upgrades, transmissions, the solar flares give this to us, even Gaia transmits these upgrades to us into our energetic system, it expands our awareness, it expands our experience, it expands our perception and our consciousness. And if our expansion is faster than the rate that we can process, understand, and integrate physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, then we experience a sickness or a rapid discomfort because you can effectively think of your system as being totally, completely overwhelmed with new energy, and it needs time and space to process and integrate. Ascension symptoms can be tempered. If you're feeling a lot of this like uncomfortable detox and you feel your consciousness expanding, you feel like you're really becoming a new person, you're elevating, here are my recommendations. Go into deep integration. You want to be able to take all of the conscious information and downloads and bring it into your body and give your body what it needs in order to integrate, assimilate, and digest the energetic and emotional and mental experience at the cellular level in the body. To do that, you have to give yourself additional self-care. This is gonna look like adding nutrient-dense smoothies and juices into your diet while you are experiencing the detox symptoms and process to give yourself more nutrients. This could be adding trace minerals and new supplements into your diet that you know that are gonna give you more energy. This can look like taking baths. I love to go to the Korean spa because I like the mix of the saunas and then the hot tub and the cold plunge and being able to go between all of that because that really helps my body. So that's helping you assimilate the information cosmically into your cellular structure. It could be slowing down, resting, taking naps, for sure getting more sleep. If you're experiencing a lot of detox or ascension symptoms, try to get 9 hours of sleep a night. Do that for a few days. Allow your body to assimilate. Start backing off of caffeine. Back off of substances like alcohol. Don't overburden your body. Don't overburden your system. Give yourself the reset that you need so that your body can acclimate and work through the new energies. Now, this isn't for everyone, but what I like to do is I go into fasting protocol. When my system is overloaded with consciousness, downloads, and information, and I start experiencing ascension symptoms, I immediately go into fasting protocol. I'll fast for 24 hours or I'll fast for 72 hours, depending on whether or not the ascension symptoms are being alleviated out of my system. What I have personally noticed is that if I go into fasting, my body can process the information faster, so I'm uncomfortable for a shorter amount of time. Generally speaking, I will only be physically uncomfortable while I'm fasting and then it's done. As opposed to what I've also experienced in the past is if I don't do my fasts, I could be processing ascension symptoms through for a couple of weeks. And I just want to speed it up. So I kick it into a fast. I slow down the whole digestion process in my body so that my body can focus its attention on assimilating and digesting the information, the cosmic downloads, the energy, the emotional awareness, and the mental awareness into my physical body, into deep integration. Now, if fasting is your jam, I have 2 videos I'm going to link over here in the cards where I actually jump into a 5-day fast that I did, and I go through my fasting protocol, all the supplements I use and everything around there that make it really easy to raise your vibrational frequency through fasting. Ascension is when your entire experience energetically is raising your vibrational frequency. Ascension is to raise, right? It is to ascend. In the ascension, there are lower level frequencies that need to be eliminated and removed and let go of. You can think about it like you're in a hot air balloon and you're ascending, right? In order to continue your ascent, you need to drop the sandbags. You need to drop the baggage. Something needs to be let go in order to continue to rise. So the ascension symptoms are you letting the sandbags go so that your soul and your spirit can speak more fluidly through your entire human experience and give you the experiences and the manifestations that you prefer. That's the scoop on ascension symptoms. I hope that helps you guys. If you have any questions on ascension symptoms or you've experienced them, I would love to know about your experience. Please drop a comment down below. Tell me if you've had any ascension symptoms recently or typically what you experienced. And if you loved this video, which I hope you did because you watched it to this point, go hit that like button and remember to subscribe and tap the bell for notifications because I'm not stopping. I'm gonna keep delivering awesome videos to you guys and help you work through your ascension process through my personal experience as a spiritual mentor. Now, if you guys love my vibe, I'm gonna leave some links in the description below on a number of ways that you could work with me if you feel led and guided. What I think you're gonna love the most is my I Am Success meditation album. It is 5.5 hours of guided activations and meditations. I am a shaman and they are programmed with light language and light coding from source consciousness that actually works on your subtle body, helps you to ascend, raise your vibrational frequency, and identify with your own core values of self-worth. Success, building your wealth blueprint at the spiritual energetic level, understanding your birthright for success, your birthright for love, your birthright for health and wealth, helping you to reprogram your subtle body for all of these aspects of yourself. If you're also interested, I do deep dive transformation coaching in my Transformation Accelerator program, which is one-on-one mentorship, and I have a couple of online programs. The first is called Break the Mold, which is a spiritual radical authenticity confidence program that is amazing. And Akashic Records Immersion, that is a psychic development program where I teach you how to intuit and understand and read your own soul blueprint in the Akashic Records. I I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I will see you soon. I love you so much. Perhaps I'll be shooting a crystal video soon. Okay. Bye.